Alright guys, so we're going to go over quickly some common mistakes that I've seen people make, and I've actually made myself when I was setting up some of my Amazon accounts and some of my private labels. So let's be clear on a few things. First of all, your LLC name does not have to be the same as your seller account name, right? So I could have a business that says, that Lifestyle Ninja LLC, and I could go onto Amazon and I could make my seller name whatever I wanted. So it's really important kind of to think ahead, right? Like let's say you're really excited about something, you're gonna sell like a pool table or something like that, and you want to make your seller name really specific to that, so everybody knows what you're selling, and the brand kind of matches the seller name. Um, this is actually a mistake, right? Because you want to think long term. You're not in this for the short term. You're probably, if you're going to be successful, which you definitely are if you're part of our student group, then you want to be thinking ahead, right? You're going to be launching multiple products, not necessarily all horizontally related. And so, something that is good to think about kind of from the start is that you don't want to be too specific to one product, right? So this could be called, ping pong sellers or something like that, right? But they chose kind of an interesting name. It's easy to say, 2 syllables, right? Jula. And so this could be anything. Um, and so this is an example of a good name, right? You want something that, sounds good, is a few syllables, easy to say, easy to remember, and doesn't correspond to just one single product. And so let's look at a second one right here. This is Izzy's Billiards. And so in the name itself, they actually have the word billiards, right? And so I would, unless you're just only selling horizontally related products, right? You're selling pool cues, you're selling pool tables, you're selling pool balls, you're selling racks, and you plan to only be in that space for the entirety of your brand's existence, then maybe it's okay to include the word billiards. But I definitely, for the most part, try to stay away from uh, containing myself to one set of products with my seller name, because this is hard to change, and unless you get approved for a second Amazon account or open a second account through someone else's name, then you want to think ahead and choose something that you can kind of apply to multiple different private label products. So one more note, guys, is banking. It's incredibly hard to change once you set it up. So when you are setting up your seller account, make sure that you choose a bank account that you are going to have for the long term, right? Don't use your girlfriends or your buddies. Use an account that you know for sure you're going to be able to control and you're going to keep for the long term. Right, so I've seen friends personally who've been absolutely devastated by this. Amazon shut their accounts down for months while they were verifying their identity, and it's just a simple thing to kind of think about up front and avoid any pain down the line. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and let's move on to the next.